Yo, it's your boy D's Media back again with another video. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel on the road to 100K. Today we're gonna speak on 600 Breezy, his no jumper interview. Pretty much he was speaking on how 300, 600, O Block. They was cool with 63rd. They was cool with Gyro City. They was cool with EBT. He said, they all went to school together. They all got family. He said everything was cool. He said, but around 2005, 2006, when they started tearing down the project building in the low ends, like the Cabrini Greens and the Robert Taylors and the Ickeys and all of that, he said, pretty much when people got their Section 8 vouchers, they spread it out all over the city. He said a lot of people went to 300, a lot of people went to 600, a lot of people went to O Block, a lot of people went to 63rd, a lot of people went to Gyro. They spread it out all over the city. You got to think, if you tear down 3, 4 main project buildings, you got to think that's thousands of people that's going. They might have 4 or 5 people to each house. So you got thousands of people that just spread out through Chicago. And another thing that 600 Breezy was saying, if you even pay attention to the Gangland documentary days from earlier in the days, those dudes that was in those projects, man, they had this shit running like the Carter, snipers on the roof. They had real drug rings running like they was really it was like Wild Wild West in those projects. Just think, when you take those dudes and you put them on, when you spread them out throughout the city, right? So you taking killers and you spread them out through the city. That don't mean that they gonna stop getting their money, that they gonna stop hustling, they gonna do this. Now they gonna do it on whatever corner, whatever block they on now. Now that caused an issue with the people that was there before you came. Bro, you're not about to take over nothing over here. We've been running it. Y'all take that shit back to the projects. You get what I'm saying? How that made Chicago, I feel like, so more dangerous. So I understand what 600 Breezy is saying. Now, do I feel like it was going to be violence in Chicago, whether they tore down the projects or not? Yeah, of course. But you got to think, you spread it out, thousands of people from all type of sets, whether it was GDs, BDs, Stones, wherever it was. You just spread those all out through the city. You get what I'm saying? People went to O Block. People went to 63rd. People went to No Limit. I'm saying they just spread it out and went everywhere. And those same people that was running those projects, that was stone cold killers and all of that, now they got to set up on new blocks. What do you think that caused? That caused drama. Then not only that is, people coming over here, they don't know who cool, who ain't, who not. They just shooting first, asking second. So I can understand where Breezy is coming from. Why the Chicago violence got worse and worse or out of hand. He pretty much was saying that the FBI did that on purpose. If they would have never tore down those buildings, it would have never been as bad as it is. He said because a lot of people was cool before they tore those projects down. He said a lot of people was cool. He said they all went to school together. Think about it. It would make sense. If you a block over or 2 blocks over or 3 blocks over, more than likely we all going to the same school 6 blocks up the street. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we see how it started. Now we just got to find a solution to try to stop it. But I definitely understand what 600 Breezy is talking about. But the flip side of that is poverty. You get what I'm saying? Those Section 8 vouchers, man, they had to use them. A lot of people was probably tired of the projects. They wanted to move in houses. They wanted to move in homes. That's just the way life is. They call it renovation, or they call it gentrifying, or excuse me if I said it right. But a lot of times the only people that really lose out when they do all that gentrifying, and they do all of that renovation, the only people that lose out is the people that was in the community from the jump. And then not only that is, you try to take somebody that was staying in the project paying $15 to $25 of rent, everything included. Now you trying to put them in a house and try to make them pay $650, $700, and they kids is getting into the same trouble that they was when they were staying in the project. You get what I'm saying? So who really won at the end? You tore the buildings down, okay, you're going to re-put up probably townhouses and all of that. It's not going to stop the gangs from coming in that same area. It's not going to stop nothing. But I am also aware in Chicago, the Chicago University is buying up a lot of property in Chicago because they're trying to push the gangs out. So anything that's close to that university or anything like that, the Chicago University, anything close to that, they buying up all of that property, you know? I got a little bit off track, y'all, excuse me for that. But it's your boy D's Media signing out, man. But 600 Breezy, y'all go check out his interview, man. That boy touched on some good shit, and I believe him, and I'm standing with what he's saying. I feel like Chicago was gonna already be bad, but I feel like when they knocked those buildings down and all those killers and drug dealers and all those crazy people that was running those projects for years, they just spreaded them out all through the city. And y'all think that they gonna stop getting their money because you put them on another block? They just took that same project mentality and they put it on the streets. And then eventually, I believe that it just started to get out of control. But I feel like if they would have let people stay in these certain areas, I feel like you'd have probably been able to control it a little bit better. But it's your boy D's Media signing out. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think.